Hey, all YouTubers out there, this is PBR, and I have a single battle against megamunchlax26, and this is 2 battles in 1. Yeah, so, this is his singles pass, and we're doing 6 on 6. Yep. I decided to put some music in the background because, you know, it's 2 battles, so you're gonna get this for a long run. So I decided to put some music. I started off by going to Stealth Rocks because I thought for sure he'd think that I went for Giga Drain, which probably would have killed it, but he went for Rest, maybe thinking he could live it. So I go for Stealth Rocks, and the next turn I'm going to go for Giga Drain. And then he goes ahead and switches. Yeah, so he switches out into Starly, his Zigzag, and I go for a Giga Drain, so yeah. Because I got hurt by Stealth Rocks, so I wasn't feeling like a oversash injury kind of thing, or whatever. And then I just go for Rock Climb just to do it, because the only other attack I had was Giga Drain, and I just decided, hey, now I have a chance to use Rock Climb, so let's use it. And so he goes out into Fred the Relu, and I was like, no. He's like, hi guys, I'm Fred. So I Earthquake Fred, and I get a crit, and he dies. Yes. How? What is it? How great. He goes out into Shadow Boy, which is, yeah, his little why not. And he's like, why not? And I'm like, because you're annoying. And then I go for a Giga Drain, because I didn't want to, like, Earthquake it. Because I thought he would Encore, yeah. And I didn't want to get Encored into Earthquake, because I'd rather get Encored into Giga Drain, so he wouldn't switch out into his fish guy. And then do some mean stuff. And yeah, so I go for another one, and then he goes for a Mirror Coat, which is not enough to take me out. And yeah. I chose my favorite Sonic music for these from Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Yeah, I go for another Giga Drain knowing that it'll kill it, and yeah. So far I think I've taken out 3 guys with just Torterra. Torterra is a beast against this guy's team. I know, because half his team is like an FE, which is really cool, I think. Do what you like, I guess. And this guy obviously likes NFEs, and that's pretty cool. And I like Torterra. So he goes for an Ice Ring, but I have a Yachi Berry, which weakens it. So I live. And then I'm going to go for the Giga Drain and get back my health, as well as kill his Pokemon. So that's 4 down, I think, from just Torterra. And then he goes out into Giraffe Rig, which, yep, the Giraffe Rig. I turned down the volume there for some reason, but I ended up muting the volume anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then I go for the Earthquake eventually, because I realized I already had up Stealth Rocks. He goes for a Psychic, and that's not enough to take me out. And then I go for the Earthquake, and that's enough to almost kill it. Okay, so I'm thinking here, and I could switch and try to go for the 6-0, but I decided just to forget it and just go for the Rock Climb instead of switching and being all greedy and stuff. Because, you know, that's the cool thing to do. So I switched out into Espeon after a long time, so I just cut it out. Even in double speed, it took like 30 seconds. Or 20 seconds. So I go for a Psychic of my own, and that will take out the Giraffe Rig, and I think that is... oh no, he's got the Wishcast left. Right. So then, he switches it in and gets stuff like damage. I'm gonna go for the Psychic, eventually. Yep. And it's gonna do over half. And he's gonna go for Waterfall, which is really exaggerated. When it's in normal speed, it goes so slowly with Wishcast. Because, like, the backflip part is super slow. And then I go for another strike again, take it out, and that's the first match, and I won the first one. And this is the second match. He just invited me to a second one. I wasn't even ready for it, so I had already taken my computer down and everything, and I was messaging him back on YouTube, like, great battle and all that. But he had already wanted to start another battle with his other pass. So I decided to stick with my same pass. And he starts out with hardcore, the gibble. So I go for a bug buzz, and that's enough to take it down to its sash, and it goes for stonage, which takes me to red. So I live with 14 hit points, and then I decide just to kill it off with another bug buzz. Because I thought even if he switches, I could neutral on anything really. Because of tinted lens. And so that's one down on his side. He goes out into Pingu, the England, I guess. And then I go for Bug Buzz, I think. He goes for Endured, but if I remember, he doesn't get hurt all the way down to 1. Nope. He must be 1 above his berry boost. It's probably Speed Berry. Solid, I think. But he must have lived by 1 more than his berry, which is probably, it's pretty obvious that's what he's trying to do. Like, to get his berry. But it sucks that he couldn't get it up, because that would have been cool. Then he goes out into Magna Zone, and I decided to try to sleep this thing, because Magna Zones are just annoying. And then my brother has Microwave Brew. And now this is my other music. And yeah, then I go out into my turtles, which is, yeah, my Torterra. I heart turtles, which is not my own name. I saw it somewhere else and said, oh my gosh, that's the best name for Torterra ever. So I decided to copy it, because I'm a copier. He goes out into his volley. That's just volley. And he sacrifices it to save his Magna Zone. But what really confuses me is he goes right back into Magna Zone right after that. So yeah, which dies to an earthquake. Toot sweet. Right when it comes out. So yeah, he kind of wasted his volley on switching, because it could have been faster, I guess, if it was, no, it was life orb. So he goes out into Gallade, and I know I can't take it out with 1 earthquake, at least I was pretty sure, from the last fight, the double battle. But then I go for another earthquake, and yeah, it doesn't take it out. I was like, I thought it did more. Nope. And then I just go for another earthquake. I think this is his last guy. Pretty sure, at least. He goes for a leaf blade. It does more than the psychopath, which is pretty cool, I guess. So I go for another earthquake, and that's gonna take it out. And no, he had 1 more guy, Wailord. And then I go for an earthquake instead of the Giga Drain because I felt like it. And I knew it would probably do a lot anyway. He goes for Ice Beam. I got the Yachi Berry, but it's not enough to save me, so I go down. And then I go out into Cordilli, which is my mullet. And yeah, I used to have long hair, so I sort of had a mullet, I guess. And I get Ice Beamed, and I get Frozen Sod, which is not cool. Well, I guess it is. It's pretty cool. I like using that effect for Frozen. And yeah, now my music ran out, but it's almost the end of the game anyway. Because he gets life orb damage, I thought I get Giga Drain off, and I'm gonna win this. So yeah, great games. I battled him 3 times. The other one was doubles. It's already up. Comment, rate, subscribe. Stay awesome.